This is Hannibal here from thehannibaltv.com, and I am going to do a review of Herbie's Burgers Albany. I did not necessarily want to have burgers tonight. I already did one review also within the last 24 hours of burgers or somewhere in there. But the hotel that we're at, where the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame convention, I'll do a quick review of it. There was a rate. I was last minute coming, so I didn't get the convention rate. I paid, quite a much more expensive rate. You guys have seen the Wi-Fi quality here by a bunch of the streams I've done with Tony Atlas. It's disappointing considering the price of the hotel. Once I've realized how unfortunately disappointing the Wi-Fi is on your cell phone. On the computer, it doesn't seem too bad, but when you're connected to the hotel Wi-Fi on the cell phone, it's not great. I started filming everything with my regular camera, which sucks for you guys because I can't ask the live stream questions, but those other videos are going to be posted in the coming days. The other thing I have to say, Trisha Morrison, Tommy Morrison's widow, ordered me this. Thank you. I was having a problem maybe because my Uber's from Canada. My Uber Eats wasn't working. So I tried calling a few places. I guess on a Sunday in Albany, and not a lot of places are open past midnight. I didn't get back to the room till somewhere around midnight. The hotels doesn't have room service. You have to go down and get it. Which, by the way, I paid $17 plus tip for 3 small pieces of shrimp this afternoon. That was disappointing. Very, very. I was so hungry after eating those 3 small shrimp, I actually ate the sauce, the shrimp sauce. But anyways, I'm not blaming them for having the hotel lobby closed early, but I called the front desk after I called the pizza place and they said they don't deliver other than Uber Eats. I called the front desk. They said most places are closed Sunday nights, and they told me they couldn't help me at all. They could not help me at all find somewhere to order it. So I was telling Trisha, who had been watching some of my videos. Of course, I've done several interviews with her about Tommy, and she was talking to me about she's enjoyed my videos from the weekend, and she was kind enough to order me these burgers. So there's a long story. But the hotel dinner, I've been walking all day, so I'm very hungry. The hotel dinner at the Pro Wrestling International Hall of Fame wasn't bad. The cheesecake was the best cheesecake I ever had. I've never had cheesecake in anywhere this good. The small piece of cheesecake for dessert was very good. And so I'm saying small for me. The dinner was decent. And Trisha got me fries. I don't normally get fries. I don't know if it came with the meal, but thank you. Let's see if they're any good. They're good. So Herbie's Burgers, I don't know if it's Albany. I don't know if it's an Albany chain or what. They're not that big, but they look pretty damn good. They look pretty damn good. By the way, yeah, we got tomatoes. Do we have 1 or 2 patties? I don't even know what I was ordered. As I said, it was a gift. Pickles, a lot of cheese, some type of special sauce. The pickle taste is very prominent. The cheese tastes good. She got me too. That's very nice. Good. I'm practically inhaling it. It's very good. Oh, and while I'm at it, I did eat dinner with Tony Atlas at the restaurant last night. I had clams. I like the clams. The chicken salad that I had, I did not like the chicken on the chicken salad. It was a grilled chicken salad. So for the waiters, I will say for the waiters, and I'm keep in mind I'm eating this now, Herbie's. I'm also doing a review of the restaurant at the Crown Plaza Hotel here in Desmond, I think it's called. The waiters and the staff are great. The waiters and the staff are great at the restaurant. Great. And you'll even see some of them in the Tony Atlas videos. Very nice. But as I said, the salad, the vegetables in the salad were good. But the chicken was dry, and the crispy pieces were kind of like almost, you know how like you can have crispy pieces that can almost stick in the throat? It was like that. But the oysters were good, or the clams. And this burger is great. I don't know how much it costs, but I have a feeling this whole thing costs more than the three pieces of shrimp I had this afternoon. Or cost less than the 3 pieces of shrimp that were supposed to be jumbo shrimp. They were not jumbo-sized shrimps. I've had jumbo-sized shrimp. A jumbo-sized shrimp is about this big. These were about smaller than that. But the room is nice. The room is comfortable. Staff is friendly. Facilities are very nice. Wi-Fi and some of the food is the only thing I would say. Oh, and plugs. They have plugs in like, and Tony Atlas had this problem too. They have cell phone plugs in these lamps, but they only charge the cell phone. And I think for the batteries too, because I actually ran out of camera battery at one point, which I thought a battery was charged, but apparently if you don't have the lamp turned on, so say you're sleeping there, it's hard to plug something in. If the lamp's not turned on, I guess it doesn't actually charge. So you only find that out when you wake up in the morning, you have to leave. All kinds of reviews tonight. Got some water. I know the fries aren't healthy, but I'm starving. Tomorrow I might be going to my first NFL football game. New York Jets versus Buffalo Bills. My friend Angelo might be taking me. So I'm looking forward to that. In CFL, they don't tailgate. So I'm curious about the tailgating food. Not that that has anything to do with the actual arena there. By the way, if anyone watches this and knows if Herbie's is a chain or not, or what kind of chain it is, let us know in the comments. Well, I would recommend the burgers. The fries, they are cold right now. The burger is hotter than the fries. But I like the burger a lot more than the fries. The fries, as I said, maybe they're all right. They're nothing nothing to write home about, but the burgers are worth it. Oh, and I did have breakfast with Tony Atlas here today too. Sausage and bacon. That wasn't bad. Tony had hash browns and eggs and sausage. I've been going ham. I always eat hamburgers. Sushi is my favorite food, but where you're gonna get sushi in Albany, New York, at 2:15 in the morning. I will be in Hawaii next week. I really hope to try some sushi there. But there's at least one burger place that somebody has scouted for me there that they would like me to try. I've been researching Don Morocco a lot for this interview with him that I'm doing next week, and I'm really looking forward to it. Mario Savaldi, by the way, you guys should, if you don't know who he is, I would suggest if you're a smart mark, check out the interview I did with him today. He also received an award. A very interesting guy who was actually funded by, he promoted some for WWE, then he opened his own promotion, ICW. And apparently for a period of time, he's actually funded by the mob. And he explains in the interview how that worked. And how he mentioned how I already knew this, but the Montreal territory was connected as well, as we all know. Dino Bravo was in the office, and we know how he passed. And you hear the stories, and I'll ask Don Morocco about this, because apparently there's various versions of the story. I want to hear Don Morocco's version of the Jacques Rougeau story, because I know I seem to recall, I don't know if Jacques and Don got along, but I know Jacques and Dynamite did. But I believe it was Jacques asked Don to pass the message to Dynamite that if anything further happened to him after the beating, according to the versions of the story I've heard, that if anything further happened to Jacques, that Dynamite would be taken care of. So maybe I have Donna and Dino confused, but Don knew Dino very well, so I'm sure he'll provide me some insight into that. Honestly, you guys know I always eat all my food, but I don't really like the fries, to be honest with you. And you know what? They're not fattening. So I will give the Herbie's burger. I will actually cut it. I'm not going to just eat fries to get fat. I will give the Herbie's burgers a thumbs up. I will give the overall stay in this hotel. I haven't checked out yet, but I'll give the overall stay a thumbs up. Please get better Wi-Fi. Though you really should get better Wi-Fi if you're going to have conferences and stuff. And but hospitality phenomenal. And the issue with the plugs, with people needing to charge phones and stuff. But yeah, and I've really enjoyed Albany, New York, and Tony Atlas is not going to see this, but I've had fun hanging out with him. and all the legends. I'm obviously a big wrestling fan and a big historian. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a wrestling fan. And I've had fun with everyone and the whole crew of the Hall of Fame. So I don't know if I'm going to do any more Hall of Fame related videos. I will post stuff that I filmed, but me, myself, I'm not going to probably do anymore. So I'll sign off on the Albany, New York Hall of Fame 2024, which, by the way, 2025, they have announced Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas are going to be two of the inductees in 2025. So that, you know what, I consider myself friends with Rocky Johnson. He even told me after the interview that he felt a bond with me. I was supposed to interview him again before he died. I was going to interview him that February. He passed away in January. So yeah, I'd like to come back and cover that again if all is well next year. Please give this video a thumbs up.